the
Yes, and
case? Do they have
it is
someone,
sad that
almost like
people who
an
tried to
anchor,
come
who
to
is
US
carrying this immigration
because there
case
was a
for
war in
them?
their
Who is
country,
bringing their
or
case
or they
to
were abused and they
immigration on
can't
their
get help
behalf?
from
That person
anyone
is
to
called a
leave,
petitioner.
may try to
Do
get
they have
here
a petitioner?
illegally. It is sad,
Is it
yes. Yes, it is sad. I
Back
totally
to
agree,
living with
Snowball.
dental implants and dentures at Aspen Dental. Book
And,
today.
and next year it's gonna be rough. I mean, all those people who are gonna be deported, it's gonna be rough. And deported back to
Introducing the new
where?
Sleep Number Climate Cool
Because
Smart
what if
Bed.
their
Only
country don't
smart
want
in
to
the
take
world.
them back?
You'll be
Where
cool
are they
and
gonna go?
effortlessly adjust to both of you.
And kids, the
Sleep up to
children,
50
mighty
degrees
God,
cooler on each side. All Sleep Number
what gonna
smart beds offer
happen?
temperature.
You know, it's gonna be a sad situation. It's gonna be a sad situation. Yeah. It gonna. I think it's gonna cause an uproar in the U.S. I think it's gonna cause some demonstration and all of that gonna happen. What do you think? Yeah,
is it
but
a petitioner that our law recognizes? Because some people are not recognized as a petitioner under our law, okay? So if they have a petitioner and that person wants to file for them, excellent. That's a great starting point. Okay, so here we're talking about a parent, US citizen, or green card holder parent. In this case, if it's so parents, okay, they need either a parent, a spouse, an adult US citizen child, or a US citizen sibling who is willing to petition for them. If they do not have that individual, then they cannot proceed with an immigration case under the family-based system. The second big category that we have to consider is employment. Can this individual be petitioned for by an employer? Okay, and that's this is always a good question. Can my employer file for me? Can he or she file for me, or the company? And so the answer, short answer, for a person who's been here for 23 years and who does not have a relative who could even help them with the petition process, most times the employment process will not work either. And it will not work for adjustment of status to get the green card here in the United States. And the reason it won't work is because in order for that individual to get through an employer, they need to first of all file a waiver. And that waiver requires them to have a parent or spouse, US citizen or green card holder, who will suffer extreme hardship if they have to go back to their home country. So if they don't have that US citizen or
hmm,
green card holder, spouse or parent to begin with, to even file for them under the family-based system, then the employment-based system won't work either because a waiver is needed. And guys, I know this is in the weeds and I'm speaking about this like it's so easy. But it's really complex stuff. And I'm trying to do this in a way that I think you could grasp. If you're grasping this, give me some hearts and say, I get it, I get it, I understand. All right. Now, if they under the employment-based system, just know that that individual, if they have that parent or spouse who can be that relative for the waiver, they'll still need to go back home for an embassy interview. And many people
hmm.
don't like that. They don't want to
Wow.
leave. They don't want
Yeah,
to
because they're gonna fear.
take the risk of leaving the United
They're not gonna
States
give them entry
because
to
they
come back.
fear not being able to come back. And that's a valid
Mm-hmm.
fear. So get your case evaluated firstly, guys, before you even think about leaving the United States, before you even think about even starting a process for the waiver, which can be a very expensive process to undergo. You really need that right
Hmm.
relative for the waiver. All right. So again,
Uh,
just to recap, under the employment-based system, guys, um, individuals who have been here for those many years in the United States with unlawful presence will need a waiver in order to go back, in order to leave America, to go to a U.S. embassy back home for
mm-hmm.
that immigrant visa, and then come back into the U.S. with the visa and get a green card in the mail. That's critical. So that's why many employment-based process for individuals who have over